Hey Virgos, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a reading for you for January. Okay, so this is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. So first of all, thank you guys for stopping by to visit me, and Happy New Year. Okay, so I'll start with the overall energy. I ask them to start with a prayer so I can clear out the energies and invite only energies of light and love into this space. Then I'm going to start with the situation, the energies that's around you, aspects of that energy that's around you. So it could be your angels, spirit guides, or it could be like a person, a message is coming through from a person. Okay, aspects of that was testing it. What happened if you passed the test, so to speak, and then the outcome based on the current situation. But again, you guys have free will. So it's whatever you choose to do. But this is just looking at the current energies in this moment and in this time. Okay, thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for Virgo. In terms of whatever needs to be known, let that come through to me very clearly and accurately. Help me to clearly communicate the message. Ask for protection, white light, and love to surround me and the surrounding collective at this time. Thank you, God, so much for this opportunity. Calling in my spirit team. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. All right, Virgos. So the overall energy, you guys have the Earth School card. So the Earth School card is talking about life lessons that needs to be learned for soul growth. So you have some life lessons that needs to be learned in order for you to grow spiritually. Okay, this energy is taking you to a different level. But what they want me to remind you is, hey, girly, it's not always about getting it right. Like if I'm doing it wrong, that means I must be going down the wrong path. No, they're saying it's also about getting it wrong, because that's how you grow. When you look at the contrast or look at what you don't like, that's how you can discover what it is you truly want, and you can move in that direction. Okay, because we were sent here to this earth as spiritual beings in our human incarnated form in order to grow and learn. And that comes with the contrast and stuff not always going the way we want them to go. So we can look at that, reevaluate that, and adjust ourselves accordingly. Okay. But for some of you, it's not about just spiritual growth. It's about actual structured learning. Like some of you going back to school for higher learning, or going back to get some type of training or certification in order to better you. Okay. For others of you, it's talking about a difficult time that you may be having in a relationship, and it's reminding you that there's opportunities for soul growth within this union. So yeah, relationships is the number one way that we learn more about ourselves. Is the number one way that our souls grow while we're here on earth. All right, so that's the first card, Earth School. Okay, this is an overall energy. The next one you have is called Surrender to the Sweetness, which is Venus energy. It's talking about pleasure, joy, making love to life. So this is a highly sensual energy. It's a feminine energy, like more like divine feminine, or like would be like a divine feminine card. And it's talking about surrendering to the sweetness of life, letting that abundant feminine energy take over your creative energy, your nurturing energy, that loving energy, that sexual, sensual energy. Okay, because what it's saying is that you guys been all work and no play. That's what they're saying. All work and no play. And they need you guys to take some time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Look at that water, how clear it is. It's like you guys need to nourish yourself, like pay attention to your surrounding. Look at what's around you right now, and bask in that and taking that in and enjoying that at this time. Okay, because they're saying that they're wanting you guys to either reconnect with a lover or play with your children more. Give yourself the luxury of doing something you want to do that's going to bring joy to you, not just purely like I'm building this up for my life or security, work. You have to enjoy. You have to take time to step back and see what it is that you created, and actually enjoy and engage in that sweetness that you created. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are so busy building the life of your dreams that you exhausted yourself. You're not really enjoying it. So they need you guys to start enjoying it. Okay. Yeah, look at the pleasures of being human, is what they're saying. Focus on what really matters in life and start enjoying that more. All right, so your next card in the overall energy is called I Remember, and it's talking about the soul plan. And it's weird because Leo got this card too. It's talking about the soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. And the soul plan has to do with the life that we were fated to live, the life that we came here to live in order to teach us lessons. Okay, we had lessons that we scripted on our earthly life plane that we said we wanted to learn when we were spiritual beings, right? But then we have the fated life. And the fated life is what we scripted for ourselves. The destined life is what our soul chooses because we as human beings have free will. So we can take what we see and we say, I don't like this, I'm adjusting things accordingly. You can change it up. Okay, so but you have to have the courage and the faith to do that. It's hard to step outside what we were born into. Is like, for example, some people, were born into luxury, like they inherited wealth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a certain, but with that wealth of inheritance, like you think about, like those old movies, like what's that movie Shan called? Like in the 1800s, where like they were kings or queens, but a certain amount of responsibility that comes with that wealth. And, or certain things, like maybe you were born into poverty. In order to bring yourself out of poverty is certain steps you have to take to bring yourself out of it. So it's like a fated life. I'm choosing to live this life because I want to learn this lesson. I'm choosing to live in poverty because I want to learn, some other lessons besides the ones I already know. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm born into wealth, but I need to understand something on a different level. So I need to step outside of my power and go this direction. Okay? All right, so that's the difference between fated life and destined life. So you're born into a certain lifestyle, but you have to have faith and courage to step outside so you can destine yourself for what it is that you really want. And that's the energy right now. Okay, now we'll tie this in later, okay? You also have the darkness card, and it's talking about you entering a time of introversion because you're trying to gain some understanding. So it's like you're going into the hermit mode. I guess I'll hold that card up long enough. And it's talking about turning inward to plan out what the next step should be. They want you guys to have a strategy. So it's about doing the shadow work in order to move yourself out of one situation into another. That's what they're saying. Yeah. Releasing what no longer works for you. So looking at a situation, doing your review, but they're saying as you go through this process, it doesn't feel the way you want it to feel, and that's okay, because the growth process sometimes is uncomfortable. Okay, but you need to shine some light on a certain aspect of your life. It's something that you're choosing not to look at, and it can be as simple as the pleasures and the joys that we talked about. Okay, that's what they're saying. So you're doing this shadow work right now, which is going inward. It's sort of like a hermit mode, which is your card, the hermit, to try to understand something differently. All right. The last card that's in the overall energy is realization. And that's talking about becoming more self-aware. So as you're in this mode of reflection and trying to understand something differently, you're gaining knowledge, which means you're gaining power. So the self-examination is important. It's crucial right now in terms of the situation that you're in. It's basically what's happening is you're illuminating what is, because right now you're in the dark about something. And as you go through this phase of realization, it's like you're illuminating what is. And sometimes when we illuminate what is, it's like we have to be able to examine our life without fear or favor. And sometimes it can be hard because we're looking at the things that aren't right. And that's the act of courage, is what they're saying. So we might discover something that's not so great about ourselves, like a bad habit or some type of weird pattern that we're in. So, which is causing us pain for the most part, right? So looking at what is, illuminate the darkness, is putting us in a position of power in order to make changes in our life. Okay, so it's about taking personal responsibility to change your current position. That's what it is. That might be the title. Okay, taking personal responsibility to change your current position. That might be the title. Okay, all right. So that's the overall energy, Virgo. Let's look at the situation. What's going on? All right, so what's going on? You have the Temperance, the Empress, and the Eight of Wands. So the Temperance is talking about having patience with yourself as you bring a sort of balance back into your life. Okay, it's like mixing things just right, which has to do with illuminating certain aspects of your personality, certain aspects of you, so you can look at what really needs to be changed. And this really takes courage, this energy right here. All right, so it's an action energy. This Temperance is a Sagittarius card. It's about action orientation, taking action to bring balance back into your life. Temperance. The Empress card is talking about nourishing ourselves. Okay, remember we said that we have to surrender to the sweetness of life, and it's like a energy of the feminine energy is what I was talking about. Remember, surrender to the sweetness and abundance, looking at what's around us. You know what I'm saying? So it's that aspect too. So this is nourishing certain aspects of ourselves as we bring this balance in, and then the Eight of Wands is talking about actions and moving towards that. So what I feel like from these cards was out of balance is you guys are real focused on y'all real motivated and driven to move towards a goal. Okay, there's a motivation and drive towards moving towards a goal. But the imbalance comes when appreciating where you're at right now in your current lot, like your current stance in life. that's what's making you like not balanced. It's like you're not appreciating it. It's like you're doing. You're not sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's the energy I'm getting from these cards. And that's what they want you to do. Bring balance as far as enjoyment back into your life. Okay. All right. So yeah, they're saying that as a choice that you guys need to make, you need to examine some things, which is what you're doing because you're in a hermit mode. So some type of decision that you need to make, and a lot of this in terms of a business decision, in terms of money, is something you need to make. But they want you to make that decision based on like what you feel should come next. Okay. Clarify the 4 coins. Yeah. You got the disruption card and you got the conflict and defeat. So it's some type of decision that you guys are faced with right now. And within this decision, it's like it feels disruptive to your life. It feels like it's causing like a lot of conflict in your mind, your heart and soul. That's why they're saying hold back. 4 coins. Pull your energy back. Do some soul searching before you can make this decision, because how they want you to make this decision is to rise above it. So look beyond the surface level and do the deeper soul searching to get the answer to what it is that you need. In order to make this choice, you need to do some deep soul searching is what they're saying. That's the only way that you're going to recover from whatever it is that you're trying to figure out within your mind, your heart, and your soul. But your beliefs as far as what you should do is what's right for you, not what other people say, whether it's a business partner or lover. Your beliefs for yourself is right. So you need to get clear on what your beliefs are. That's why you have this darkness cards, because I don't think you're clear on what it is that you truly want. You need to come to a realization for yourself, not based on what others are saying that you should do. Okay. Because you're experiencing a lot of conflict. You need to get to the truth of the situation, bring balance back into your life. All right. That's what they're saying. All right. So the energies around you, you guys have the 2 of Wands and the Hermit card. 3 of Wands and the Hermit card. So it's like you wanted to make a decision to move forward. The 3 of Wands is progress and moving forward. The Hermit card is your card as a Virgo, where they want you to do the soul searching, to go within, get an understanding, illuminate the situation from a deeper level from within you, which is going to require you to have courage and faith in order to do this, because you got to look at the whole thing. Look at the parts that you're not willing to explore right now. That's what they're saying. That's going to require strength and courage, but it's going to lead to a more stable future for you. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. So you got to manifest what it is that you're wanting at this time. You got to see it, you got to believe it, and then manifest that into reality. And a lot of what is like you're trying to manifest is like bliss, happiness, love, following your dream. It's like a message is coming through that follow your dream, follow your soul's path. Give me some clarity as far as the energy that's around Virgo at this time. Yeah. So in order to get to this stability, this balance in your life, that's going to require strength and courage on your part, you are going within hermit mode before you make or take steps towards moving forward in any direction, because you're not clear right now. You're trying to understand something. So you're going through a withdrawal. You're emotionally withdrawn from the situation. You pull in your pentacles, your energies, your efforts back from the situation, whether it's a job situation or a relationship, whatever it is, you're pulling back. You're holding back 4 pentacles. You're not giving to the situation, which is good, because you're trying to figure out a plan in order to bring balance to the situation. You're trying to figure out how to make this work in your favor, is what Spirit is saying. Yeah. So take your power back. Pull your energy back right now. This is the Emperor card. This is the masculine energy. So pull your energy back. Don't take action right now. It's not time for you to take action. It's time for you to go within and do the soul searching and get clarity on what your next step should be. All right. All right. So when I look at, I hate when I get the cards mixed up. Okay. I think this goes here. So what you have is aspects of the situation. You have the Judgment card. You're making a decision on your own, not people trying to manipulate or tell you how to make this decision. It's not a decision for anybody else but you. So it's Judgment card. It's your time to get clear on what it is, to make a judgment call on a situation. Okay. That's what's going to bring fulfillment. That's what's going to bring financial abundance. That's what's going to bring stability and peace of mind. It's your own individual decision about something that needs to be made. Okay. Before you can manifest anything, you have to choose to approach the situation differently than you've been approaching things. Okay. So they want you to look at the stuff that you haven't looked at yet. Let's not keep on reviewing the things that you keep reviewing and hammering that into the ground. Look at the situation differently. Explore what needs to be explored at this time so you can manifest something different in your life. The Lover's card in this case is a choice that you guys have to make. They want you to make a healthy choice, and they want you to be able to learn how to manifest that choice into reality. Okay, your own individual ideal of what you want, not what someone wants for you. Okay, so the Nine of Coins represent your individuality, and then the Judgment is the choice that you're making. The Lover's card here is representing the choice again, but manifesting that into reality. Okay, so they want you to focus on your truth as far as what it is that you want, and then you can move into something that's a little different. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, I'm gonna ask for some clarity, and for a lot of you, it has something to do with your career, Virgo. A lot of it has to do with the career that you're in. It's about getting promotion or deciding what the next step should be in order to elevate yourself. Okay. For some of you, that might be moving on, like, so leaving one position so you can move towards something else. You know what I'm saying? It's a big life change, a decision you have to make. And that's why they're saying go within before you decide to make this decision. But whatever this situation is going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of peace, and a lot of prosperity into your life moving forward. A lot of contentment, even in your personal life. Okay. So it's like a business move. I feel like this is a business move for a lot of the Virgos. Give me some clarity. You got the Devil card, the Temptation card right here. Okay, show me. All right. Okay. Yep. So the Temptation card represents codependency or depending on other people to bring harmony to you. Okay. So this is the Harmony card, which is like the Two of Cups. This reversal is not having emotional contentment or fulfillment within a situation because it's not right. It's something that's not right about the situation. Okay. For those of you that is not applicable as far as career or finance, it does have to do with love. Okay. So it's about falling in love or like offering forgiveness in a love situation that presented challenges in the recent past. Okay. Not giving up on the people that you love. So for some of you, so you're thinking back on some type of situation, you got some type of memories, and you're thinking back on the good times, but you're feeling like it's currently, that's not what it is, because you got the rejoice and celebration that's reversed, but it's like you got these memories about this time in terms of love. So there's some disharmony or some imbalance in terms of that. Where's my other deck? I'm going to get some clarity right quick. 1 second. Clarify this for Virgo as far as this harmony or disharmony or these memories that they have in terms of this love relationship. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read. Give me some clarity on this for Virgo. Okay, yeah. So it's a lot of conflict that you keep revisiting from the past, some memories that you have in terms of love. So if it's in terms of love, it's a conflict that you keep thinking back on or that you're currently in, and you're trying to figure out how to bring harmony or contentment or peace and happiness to the situation. The Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Things aren't stable right now with you. So that's why they're saying do the soul searching and go within. All right, so let's keep on going. What's testing the situation? What's testing the situation is that you guys are in a tower moment. Things are breaking down. Your foundation is being disrupted because they need you to rebuild on something that's true, that's real. But in order for you to before you can rebuild, you need to look at the truth of what the situation is, which means illuminating this darkness, illuminating the darkness, understanding the things that you wasn't willing to understand before, going into this hermit mode so you can illuminate this darkness and get clarity on what your decisions should be or the next step should be before you start moving forward. So they want you to kind of like take this time out to focus on you and get clarity before you start taking action to move towards anything right now. Because before you can move forward, it's something that you're going to have to release. It's a decision that you're going to have to make about something to let something go. Okay. So it's the end of something that's going to bring about new beginnings, but you have to release either the situation or some people involved in the situation that's holding you back from fully transforming to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? This area of sweetness and feeling like content is that. Okay. So whoever this person or whatever the situation is preventing you from being yourself, is blocking your creative expression, which is your feminine energy. That's the creativity. That's your intuition. That's that appreciation, that sensual energy, that Venus energy of love, pleasure, and joy. This situation or person is blocking you from that. And it's like you're trying to like balance it out. Like, oh, should I stay? Should I go? You know, should I stay or go? Or should I commit? Should I not? Spirit is saying, before you make any decisions, just take the time out and do some reflection, because it's a lot of change. Take some time out. The Page of Pentacles, stop before you make any movement forward. The Knight of Swords, to gain clarity on where it is that you're really trying to go, because you're in the midst of a tower moment where things are being restructured on a deeper level. All right. Give me a few more cards for the what's testing the situation. You guys are going to see the light. You're going to be illuminated as far as what this is and where it is you should go, is what Spirit is saying. You're going to have balance. 11. It's the 11 card. So you're going to have balance. Like something is opening up for you to be able to see this lesson more clearly now. Okay. Where in the past, maybe the lesson came around, but you wasn't able to really fully work through it because it was still some stuff you have to learn and grow from. But now it's cycling back around, and you're able to balance things out and see the lesson more clearly now, is what Spirit is saying. So you are going to make a choice for your highest interest. They want you to be true to yourself. Okay. Okay. So if you have to release, you have to release. Now, when I look at aspects of this test, what I have is, all right, you have the Justice card, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords reversed, and then the 6 of Wands upright. So you are going to have balance, and you are going to have victory in a situation. Okay. The Justice card, balance, and you're going to have victory in a situation, the 6 of Wands. But only if you open up to this new cycle that's coming for you and release this past energy. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands. So you have to awaken to what's presented before you first. Okay. So you're taking a temporary pause now to gain clarity on what your next step should be. It's like you're getting insight on your next move. Okay. And as you gain this insight, you're breaking the shackles or the chains that's tying you to the situation or this person, because this is reverse. So you're coming out of keeping yourself bound to this person or situation, and you're awakening to the truth of it. Okay. Is what Spirit is saying. I'm seeing something. Clarify the Hierophant here. Clarify the Hierophant and the Justice card for Virgo in terms of this reading, Spirit. Thank you for the opportunity to read. Yep. So you're elevating to a different level. The Hierophant, because you have the Ace of Wands. It's like you bringing your passions back and you elevate into a different level. You bring your passions back and you're getting everything that you wish and hope for because you're being true. Okay. You're drinking from your own cup. You know what I'm saying? So look, 2 aces, like new beginning. But as far as bringing your passion back, having emotional fulfillment, and the Hierophant in this case means elevating to a different level. But that's going to require balance, which means breaking free of this energy of feeling tied or restricted to this person or situation, awakening to what's here for you, seeing things differently as you step into this new cycle that's going to bring victory. They're wanting you to make each day count. They want you to start focusing on the beauty of life. It's like, for whatever reason, it's like you're working too hard or you're doing too much. And you're not appreciating, you don't have that balance in life where you can like do, something, put some effort and then step back and look at the work and energy and effort that you put into it and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? If you worked to get your house refinanced so you can build that new pool, take some time and enjoy the pool. You know what I'm saying? Stop worried about the bills and everything else. It's like, it's an energy where you just too focused on doing. And it's like they want you to bring some love, joy, lightheartedness to your life. That feminine energy, that sensual, that joy, that pleasure, that Venus energy is what they want you to bring right now into the situation. Okay. Anything else before I move on to the current outcome based on the situation? Anything else before I move to that, Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That didn't really come out all the way. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you got the base chakra, heartache and loss, and then awareness. So it's like, again, the base chakra focuses on finances, financial stress that I feel like you guys have been undergoing, which is leading you to, or for some of you, it's not career finances. It has to do with love. So some kind of heartache or situation that feels like heartache or loss. But now it's like you guys are being illuminated and see the truth of the situation. So you're becoming more aware of what it is that you should do to move forward. That's the energy. Now let's look at the outcome based on the current situation. You guys have the Ace of Swords. Look, how many aces y'all have? Y'all have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and now you have the Ace of Swords. So the outcome is showing like being truthful about what it is you want, seeing the truth about what's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups, to this happily ever after that you want for yourself. So, okay, so this is the outcome. So it's like you're gaining more of a logical perspective on the situation. You gaining more insight. It's like an intellectual kind of process that you're going through that's making you to see the truth or get clarity on what this is. Yeah. The information is coming through. I feel like it's challenging for you to take that in or understand it, but it's like it's necessary for you to review everything, even the parts that you don't want to look at, in order to get to the full truth, to cut through the mess and get to what it is you're trying to get to, which is the 10 of Cups. You're happily ever after, Virgo. Okay. So this is the energy that you're working through. The Moon and the 4 of Cups. So it's this situation that you really don't want to look at fully because you know it's going to require you to do some deep exploration that's going to take you to that place that you've been trying to avoid. And I feel like Leo kind of had the same energy in their reading, but that's the only way that you're going to get to your illumination and then this happily ever after, this 10 of Cups type of energy, surrender to the sweetness of life and enjoying things, that Venus energy. You have to explore that darker part, that shadow energy that you're not willing to fully look at right now. Okay, that darkness, moving through that energy is what's going to get you to this new beginning. Okay, so it's going to be a brilliant time of success that's coming through for you. Like the new cycle that you enter into is going to be a time of joyful accomplishment, not just of accomplishing something and I got this done, check this off my list. No, you're going to feel joy about the accomplishment you made once you complete the spiritual awakening that you're currently going through, Virgo. Okay, it's like allow yourself the freedom to discover who you want to be. Okay, and be proud of yourself. Let go of your ego self. Let go of that part that's making you feel like you can't enjoy, that's holding you back. Let that go and just focus in on peace of mind. That's what the energy is. Anything else for Virgo as far as his outcome? Yeah, you guys are going to release the heartache that you've been experiencing. The 5 of Cups is the grief and heartache that you guys have been experiencing, and you're going to move towards something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you. You're going to do what works for you, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, I'm going to pull 2 more cards for the outcome for Virgo. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. They're saying that you guys made too many sacrifices, but now it's time for you to make positive movement forward towards your dreams and your goals and what it is that you truly want on a deeper level. Okay? That's what they're saying. All right, so I'm going to pull a few of these cards as closing messages for Virgo. They're saying that Archangel Uriel is around you, and this is a spiritual transformation that you're going through, and it's occurring in your life, okay, and in the world in general. So it's a time of union between like heaven and earth. The heart and the mind is starting to unite, okay? So the logical part, your passions, all that's starting to unite to bring about something even greater so you can experience joy and bliss during this time. They're also saying that a positive outcome requires a positive vision. So being optimistic and visualizing what you want is for your highest good, but like having gratitude as you do this, okay? So visualize everyone in the present situation surrounded by light and love, white light and love, and also include yourself in that, is what they're saying. And that's when the transformation is going to occur. Archangel Michael is here by your side. He's around you. And he's protecting you during this time. Whenever you feel fearful, call on him because he loves you and he's around you is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. That's what I have. I hope it resonated. If it did, hit that thumbs up button. If not, maybe I'll get you next time. If you want something more personalized, email me at chantelharris30@gmail.com or go to my website, Sage Wisdom by slharris.com. And I'll have that information in my description box. Again, Happy New Year. Thanks for listening.